Man, then we're back. Man, then we are back after a little nap last night. Obviously, after the boxing. Thank you for everyone that was here, that tuned in, that locked in for the boxing. Yesterday was a long day. And today, if we do not win, it's going to be a long day again. If we don't win, it's going to be a long day again. We previously smoked this Tottenham team. There is no reason why we should feel any type of intimidation or anything. Player for player, team for team, we're better than these, man. We're better than these, man. Do you know what I'm saying? If we cannot win against this team, this is clearly an example of a lack of testicular fortitude on the part of Arsenal Football Club. Clearly, it can't be anything else. It can't be anything else. Do you know what I'm saying? It can't be, because we're clearly better than this team. This team's not, we're bantering about relegation. This team's not really, they're a slight relegation candidate, but they're probably not going to get relegated. They've got enough quality to not get relegated. They're not fighting for anything. They're not actually fighting for anything other than trying to stop us from winning the league. We've got 11 games to go. We look shaky, but you know what? Man City looks shaky. Maybe Shane's right. Maybe Man United win the league this year, because we don't want to win it. We actually don't want to win it. When I look at the Wolves game, it wasn't that Wolves fought us. We didn't want to win it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If you don't win this game, that's poor. That Spurs lineup is sorry. Bro, if we don't win this game, we don't deserve to win the league. I've said it before. We don't deserve to win the league. Do you know what I'm saying? We dropped points to Villa. Villa on a good run of form. Villa's a good side. We dropped points to Sunderland. Sunderland's a good side. We dropped points to Wolves. Wolves are fighting off relegation. These teams like this, we have no reason to drop points to you. We have no reason to drop points to you whatsoever. I haven't even seen the teams yet, because I've been napping, because last night was a long stream. All right, cool. Looking at the teams. Vicario in goal. Archie Gray, Dragerson, Van der Ven, Jed Spence. Back four. Midfield. Now, this midfield, to be fair, I will say this midfield is very, very strong and combative. I will say that. Bissouma, Paulinho, Conor Gallagher. All of them can win tackles. All of them have got legs. This is where if Man City, if Spurs are going to win the game, it's in this midfield. This midfield, actually, it's not good, but it's very industrious. Lots of legs, lots of fight. Then they've got Pape Sarr, Kolo Muani, and Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons has not been on a good run of form. Kolo Muani is kind of dead, but you know he's got a good CV. He's played high level football for a while. Pape Sarr's a decent player, but he's playing that position. The midfield could be something. That midfield could be something. There's four midfielders in that team: Bissouma, Paulinho, Conor Gallagher, and Pape Sarr, who, like I say, they're not good. You're right. There's no creativity, but just in terms of that ugly winning challenges and all that kind of stuff, they could do that. But they shouldn't be scoring goals against us. That's for damn sure. Now, the Arsenal team: David Raya, Hincapié, Gabriel Saliba, Jurrien Timber. Jurrien Timber's been on not a bad run of form, but a bad run of form for his standard. He was very poor against Wolves. Very poor. Midfield of Zubamendi, Eze, Rice. We know that Ødegaard is leaving in the summer, or we think Ødegaard is potentially leaving in the summer, though he makes it to the bench. It's interesting to see Eze getting this run of games. Eze is not showing me what I wanted him to show me. The last time he showed me something, though, was against Spurs. So let's see if he can turn up. Trossard, Gyökeres, Saka. I do like that. I do like that. I'll be honest. Saka needs to show me something. Saka just signed a big contract. He's got to show me something. Do you know what I mean? And if we're being real, Spurs, they got Richarlison, Tel, Solanke. This game is about body language as much as anything else. This game is about body language. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I say that, what I mean is, when we played Wolves and we went 2-0 up, Wolves looked like they were pretty much happy to not happy to lose, but they kind of accepted and resigned themselves to the fact that they were going to lose this game. They pretty much accepted that they're going to lose this game. Is there a reason why my comments keep disappearing? I don't know if you're saying something. Himanshu said the same thing yesterday. There shouldn't be, because I run the channel with no blockers. So like, even if someone came in and called me the N-word or something, it should still come up. Like, I run the channel with no blockers whatsoever. So I don't know why I don't know why the channel would potentially not come up, but yeah, with Wolves, these man, yeah, I don't know why. I'm not even on YouTube. That's the worst thing. All this stuff I'm doing, I'm clicking on StreamYard. I'm not even on the YouTube channel. I'm clicking on StreamYard. So a lot of the comments, I don't know. I don't know why they're disappearing. Um, my hands are here. You know what I mean? Hands up, don't shoot. Like you man moving like ice. Wolves looked happy or resigned to the fact that they're going to lose that game. But we telegraphed body language and sloppy passes and making some silly mistakes. We telegraphed that we were nervous. Wolves realized that we were nervous, and the that gave them the impetus to say, actually, you know what? There's a goal in this. Actually, there's a goal in this. Do you know what I'm saying? And then that's what happened. We have not been able, since that run where we played Villa, Spurs, and Bayern. We played Inter in that same run. We had a little run where we were smoking teams 3 or 4, but we've not been able to continue that. Do you know what I'm saying? And today against Spurs, it's a lot about body language. You know, the team is clearly telegraphing that they're nervous. They're telegraphing that they're nervous. Even if Man City is nervous, Man City themselves are nervous. We know they're nervous because they said it. Bernardo Silva said when they played, who was it that they played? Brighton? When they played their last game, not Newcastle, when they played their last league game, he said, if we didn't win, we felt that the league was over. He said it. But in the game, they didn't telegraph that they were nervous. Do you know what I mean? They just kept attacking after attacking after attacking after attacking, wave after wave of attacks, in the hope and the belief that at some point the dam will break and that at some point the dam will break, and then Haaland got the flick on, Bernardo Silva got the goal, and then they went. Once they scored, you could see like it was a big relief. But in the game, they're not telegraphing that they're nervous. It's like if you get hit by a punch in a boxing match and it hurts, you aren't supposed to let your opponent know that it hurts, because you could get hit with the same punch and attack straight away, or you get hit with a punch and you kind of fold back and cower. You fold back and cower. This brother is coming straight forwards now because you told him that you're nervous. And that's what we're doing. We're telegraphing the nerves, bro. We're telegraphing the nerves. Do you know what I'm saying? Nick, talk about your signings from the summer. Bro, obviously Gyökeres, bro, with 18, we've spoken about Gyökeres bare times, bro. We've spoken about Gyökeres bare times, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Gyökeres is actually getting better. I will say that. We played a game, not the last game we played, the game before that. We were going long to Gyökeres. He was holding off the defender, bringing the ball down and bringing others into play, which is what I want from him. I actually think that what am I trying to say? I think Gyökeres is getting better, but he started the season terribly. Zubimendi, you know, Samson makes a comment here, and I kind of going to build off his comments. This is what I'm going to come to. He said, "Spurs man, is this Spurs manager's first official game, and Arteta is prone to overthinking." And this is where I bring up Zubimendi. Said it before on the channel. If you don't watch the football streams regularly, you would have heard me say this. Back in the day, I'm going to do the back in the day thing because I'm 32 and I'm an old man. Back in the day, you've got a 6 in, let's say, Fernandinho. You've got a 6 in, let's say, a Vieira. You've got a 6 in a Roy Keane. You've got a 6. This person is a defensive midfielder, Kante, someone that just protects the back four and distributes the ball. This person is your defensive transition. They are going to turn your defending into attacking. They're going to get you going backwards and switching you to going forwards. Declan Rice is one of the best players on the planet at doing that. Just at doing that, at that one thing, at when you're defending, winning the ball and getting you going. Then what you used to have is your 8. Your 8 was your box to box. Do you know what I'm saying? They did a little bit of everything. They would pop up with some goals. They would pop up with some assists. They would pop up with some tackles. But they're your 8. They're your box-to-box guy. Do you know what I mean? These are your Kevin De Bruyne's. These are your Iniestas. These are your Yaya Toure. I'm not going to use as an example because he can just do everything. These are your Gerrards. Do you know what I mean? These are your players that can... Lampard. These are your players that do a little bit of everything. They're effective all over the place. Lampard and Gerrard could both make tackles. Lampard and Gerrard could both score. Gerrard could both create. They weren't the most creative players, but do you know what I'm saying? These are your 8s. And then you've got a 10. And your 10 is just pure creativity. Do you know what I mean? These are your James Maddisons. These are your Ozils. These are your players that if they don't get an assist, they probably had a bad game. This is why Bruno is one of the last tens in the league. It's very rare that we say Bruno had a great game when it's not linked to a goal or an assist. That's your midfield. Arteta does this thing where Zubimendi, David Silva's, yes, exactly. Arteta does this thing where he plays Zubimendi at the 6. Zubimendi's a natural 8. He's not a great defensive player. Defensively, he's not great. His best attribute is his passing and his kind of quarterbacking. He plays this really deep 8, and he plays Declan Rice, who's an unbelievable 6. He's a class 6, and he plays him at 8, doing the box-to-box role. Declan Rice is good. Declan Rice, I think, is a very good 8, and I think he's a world-class 6. Whether he's a world-class 8 or not, he's definitely on the cusp. He's a world-class 6. When I talk about Arteta overthinking the game, overthinking, there are certain games, if we're playing games in the relegation zone, I don't think we should have to overthink. I don't think that we should. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think that there are some games where Rice should be able to just sit and protect the back four. And when we're attacking, between Erdegaard and Zubimendi, we should be able to create opportunities in and around the box. Do you know what I mean? And this is where I think that Arteta has a tendency to overthink and get it wrong. The stream's gone kind of fucked up and blurry. I don't know why. I think it's the Wi-Fi, but we'll come back. Arteta definitely has a tendency to overthink and get this overly complicated. Do you know what I mean? Playing players not in their best positions. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand it, bro. AT said Rice, you know. But bro, even if we make it Chelsea, like, man don't want to see Caicedo going box to box and Enzo protecting the back four. Why? And it's actually because Zubimendi doesn't have the legs. When we look at great 8s, they should normally have legs. Zubimendi doesn't have legs. He's got no athleticism whatsoever. Gerrard was strong and had legs. That's why people compare Rice to a Gerrard physically. Do you know what I'm saying? But Gerrard was a far better ball carrier than Rice. Do you know what I mean? That's why he's box to box. But to me, Zubimendi is looking like an okay signing, but we're having to make concessions to get him into the team. Do you know what I mean? Was it Partey a few seasons ago that had you man drop points? Yeah, but Partey at right back. Do you know what I mean? I think, to be fair, we were lacking a right back at the time. I think maybe Ben White was injured or something like that. I think that came from injury. I don't think that we had right backs on the bench that we could play. But I think that I think Zubimendi is amazing for very, very, very specific games. Games where they're going to sit deep and we need to unlock a low block and we've got all of the ball there. That makes sense. Rice is one of, outside of the back four, Rice is our best defensive player. So what we don't want to do is have Rice too far high if a team's breaking on you. If you're Chelsea and a team breaks on you for the counter-attack, yeah, you want Caicedo protected. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want Caicedo up there trying to score and Enzo protecting. That's all topsy-turvy. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want Casemiro up there trying to attack and Bruno defending on the halfway line. You want it the other way around. You want Casemiro as last man. You want Caicedo as last man. You want Rice as last man. Do you know what I'm saying? Zubimendi is decent on the ball, but he is shaky when he's pressed and isn't very physical. 100%. When I'm looking at Zubimendi, I'm just seeing Jorginho, bro. I'm just seeing Jorginho, bro. I'm just seeing some tapas Jorginho. Honestly, like I can't even see where Zubimendi is an upgrade on Jorginho. He's equally slow. He's equally weak. And I will say this, to credit Zubimendi, to credit him, he's been winning. When he first came and the ball was coming over the top, he wouldn't even battle. He wouldn't even jump. This is the Premier League, my brother. This is the Premier League, my bro. If Messi was in the Premier League, at some point he'd have to jump and try and win a header. This is the Premier League. You're going to have to. You're going to have to, bro. But in his last few weeks, to be fair to Zubimendi, he's been trying to win headers. He's been trying to get more physical. He's been trying, bro. I see it. Do you know what I mean? But this is where we've got to look at the profile of player. When we are in a game where we are completely dominant, do you know what I mean? Because what my man said is right in the comment. He's not press resistant. He's actually not press resistant because he doesn't have the physicality to be press resistant. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, trying to press Declan Rice, whether you rate him technically or not, he's a big, strong, athletic player. Trying to press him is going to be difficult. Do you know what I mean? It's either difficult to press someone because they're very, very technical or because they're very, very athletic. Trying to press someone like Yaya Toure is impossible because he's both. He's very technical and athletic. Trying to press Pogba is impossible because he's very technical and athletic. Because when Pogba and that get the ball, you just leave him. Just leave him. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Norgard should be given an opportunity to play with Rice. Facts. Facts. Yes. If Norgard came in, that's the kind of person. If we're playing a big six, if when we play City, and we're not going to dominate the ball and have all of the ball. Norgard, I feel far more confident that Norgard can do the six. And then Rice can focus on scoring goals. Rice is not dedicating everything to being this box-to-box eight. And Rice has played brilliantly this season. Don't get me wrong, he's had a great season. But Rice is not dedicating himself to the final third of the pitch, partly because he knows he's got to drop back and help out Zubimendi. If Saka or Madueke or Trossard or Martinelli or any of them lose the ball in a pass, misplaced pass that gets intercepted and they come counter-attacking us, Declan Rice takes the responsibility to be the person to get all the way back. Do you know what I'm saying? I think the last two games isn't about the manager. The players don't look interested. That's the problem. I would agree with you. I would agree with you because the way that we lost to Wolves, in my opinion, was unacceptable, bro. It was completely unacceptable. Do you know what I mean? The way that we set up sometimes, it works only when it works. Do you know what I'm saying? And if the game doesn't go how we want it to go, it's long. I think Norgard's been given opportunities where Rice, yep, that's the one I covered. The way you man play is unsustainable. The set pieces look to have dried up, and the team have PTSD whenever they face any adversity, whether you win, lose, or draw. This is the point. This is the point. Like we're flat track bullies, and we have been. Um, do you think that Norgard is good enough to start in big games though? The thing is, it's not a question of good enough to start, my bro. Listen to what I'm saying. We have the two players that we have to sit in the six is Norgard. And what I'm saying to you is, if you are Pep Guardiola, if you are Michael Carrick, if you are Liam Rossignol, and you are building your midfield to counteract Arsenal's midfield, you know that you're going to have Zubimendi at the six. You know that you're going to have Rice at the eight, and you're not sure whether Eze or Erdegaard is going to play in the 10. It should be a lot more difficult to predict. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether Norgard is good enough or not, I personally think that he is. Norgard is more press resistant than Zubimendi. You know what I mean? Or you drop Rice in the six, you play Zubimendi in the eight, you have Erdegaard in the 10, or you have Rice in the six, Eze in the 10, Erdegaard in the eight, but there's no variety. Whether you think the player's good enough or not, it don't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? Is Kobe Mano good enough to be Man United starting six? It don't matter. Sometimes you just have to play it. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've won games doing it. Is he good enough to do it for the whole season? Probably not. No, probably not. But I'm not talking about him being good enough to be the six. I'm not saying let's go through the whole season next season with just Norgard in the six. I'm saying it's too predictable. It's too obvious. It's too predictable. How easy is that to prepare against? Watch us play. Zubimendi is the press trigger. He's the person, every time he gets the ball, when Gabriel and Martin and Saliba are passing the ball about, man, don't press them. They're very good, very technical, very strong. They can pass. But people just let them play. As soon as the ball touches Zubimendi's feet, that's the press trigger. If you man have played football before, your managers would have spoke to you about a press trigger. There'll be a certain player that when this guy gets the ball, that's when we press. Do you know what I'm saying? For us in the past, it might be David Luiz. Once David Luiz gets the ball, go and press him. You might not press Kolasinac. You might not press Partey. Partey is very press resistant. Well, unless you're pressing charges. Do you know what I'm saying? He's very press resistant. There's certain players that's press resistant. Do you know what I mean? If we got Pogba, we're not going to try pressing. But as soon as the ball goes to David Luiz, we step and press. Another one is Cedric. Cedric's quite small, quite weak, not very athletic. He can pass, but he doesn't really have great athleticism. As soon as Cedric touches the ball, we press. Do you know what I mean? For Man United, it might be Harry Maguire, who actually is reasonably press resistant. But as soon as Harry Maguire touches the ball, we all step up and press. Do you know what I mean? And that's what Zubimendi is. And if we know, what I'm saying is, we know that, we've seen that, and we haven't done anything to counteract that. Now, when Zubimendi beats the press, when they all step up and press him, if Zubimendi beats the press with a nice pass, we're in. And it's problems for you. But he's not doing it. He's not doing it consistently. Do you know what I mean? He's not doing it consistently. Whereas surely what you would ideally want is your press trigger further up the pitch. Because if your weakest man to press is Erdegaard, you can play through the press. You don't want your pressing man to be too far back. Because then when that person does successfully get pressed and lose the ball, they're straight in on goal. They're straight in on goal. You don't want Harry Maguire to be the press trigger. If Harry Maguire, you play a high line. This is why you United fans, you know you don't want to play a high line with Harry Maguire. If you press him and he makes a mistake, they're straight in on goal. That's not what you want. That's not what you want. Do you know what I'm saying? Lenny Euro or Delit, they're more difficult to press. Do you know what I mean? I remember they pressed Fred when he touched the ball. Yeah, Fred's another one. Fred is technical, but he's not athletic. So Fred is a good player, but if you've got, I'm trying to think of someone who's not great. Fred is more technical than Conor Gallagher and Mason Mount. But if he's playing against Chelsea, and when Fred touches the ball, Mount and Gallagher press him. Mount presses Fred aggressively. And then if you look at the statistics and you know Fred is going to pass it to the right back, and Mount presses Fred and Gallagher presses the right back, you're going to win the ball. Because he's going to panic when he gets pressed. Because he's technical, but he's not strong. You can go and win that ball off him, and then you're in. Do you know what I'm saying? Nick, speak life to man. I'm losing hope. The only thing I'll say is Man City still look shaky. I mean, Man City beat Newcastle yesterday 2-1. It wasn't a massively convincing win. They still needed Nico O'Reilly to come up with goals. Obviously, Newcastle also needed their left back to come up with goals as well. But Man City are not looking as Man City-ish as they have been. Do you know what I'm saying? And like I said, man nearly dropped the camera. Bernardo Silva literally said in one of the post-game interviews that they believed that if they didn't win that game, they were out of the league title. That's what they believed. If they didn't win that game, they were out of the league title. So we know that they are not mentally frail in the same way that Arsenal are, but it's not the same siege mentality Man City as it's been before. Over the next 11 games, like Man said, when Man say the quality is shit, I still disagree. But I think what Man is saying is this league title is going to come. It's not going to come down to who wins more points. It's going to come down to who loses less points. Do you know what I'm saying? Because both teams look like they're dropping points. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're a bottom four side, if you're a Man United right now, if you're a Chelsea right now, if you're a Sunderland right now, if you're any of these teams, you feel fairly confident you can go and get a result at Arsenal. You feel confident you can go and get a result. Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can do about the quality, bro. It just is what it is. You feel confident that you can go and get a result against Arsenal or City. Do you know what I mean? In years gone by, you wouldn't have felt that, bro. You wouldn't have felt that. Do you know what I'm saying? The City are not purring at the same level that they used to, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That's the only place that I'm kind of drawing some type of. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the only place that you can draw some type of hope. Do you know what I mean? Is that the quality of the football from both sides is bad, and we still got to play them. Do you know what I'm saying? We still got to play them. So let's see what happens. Do you know what I mean? Thoughts on Madueke? Madueke is not great, but you man, I do think that you man shit on him. You know when you have certain players that are there in the dark times. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you shit on him worse than he actually is. That hopium is crazy, bro. I do think that is facts, though. Do you know what I mean? Man City are not the Man City of years gone by, bro. They're not. They're not. I don't think that's hopium. That's a fact. Like Man City are not the Man City that we've seen in previous years. That's literally true. We've seen that all season. I also don't think that you can play Zubimendi and Gyökeres at the same time, two key positions where they are triggers. Yeah, 100%. 100%. This is going to be a game we look back at the end of the season if we win or lose. Yeah. But I was North London derby in it, so do you know what I'm saying? And they've got a new like this is Arsenal were looking like Dave Allen right now. That's how Arsenal were looking. Do you know what I'm saying? When you're not expected to win, you can turn up and you can upset the apple cart. But can you be the A side? Can you be the A side? Tottenham Hotspur, you beat them already badly. They've got a new manager. They've got bare injuries. Right now, you are the A side. Can you slap these men when it's A side time? And I don't mean beat them 2-1. Slap these men. I want arrogance. Like, I mean, this is Arsenal. You ain't gonna get racially abused. This, you know what I mean? I want you to go with AT. Talk to me. Actually, your boy Wesley Fofana yesterday was racially abused by Chelsea fans. Do you know what I mean? We got to talk about that. I told you that your club's racist, but by his own fans, he's racially abused. You know, by his own fans. Imagine. But yeah, bro, we got to slap these man. Do you know what I mean? This is us being the A side, bro. We have to. Do you know what I mean? Like I said before, if we don't win the league, we don't deserve. If we don't beat this team, we don't deserve it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? What do you think of Timber starting in spite of his inconsistent stinkers? Ben White had a great relationship with Saka 2 years back. Ben White is Ben White physically ain't there. I think he's going in the summer. His legs ain't there. But there needs to be some rotation. But I don't think Timber starting. I don't have a problem with. But Timber can't play the full 90. Do you know what I'm saying? If we go 2-3 goals up, then Ben White's got to come in. I want to see Norgard coming in. All this type of stuff. After I watched the Wolves game, the players looked uninterested. I don't know why they started starting attack on 30 seconds of extra time. Bro, 100%. Arsenal were cruising in that game. Cruising. Do you know what I'm saying? And for some reason, they just didn't look interested, bro. Do you know what I mean? For some reason, they just didn't look interested. And one thing we're going to get from Tottenham today, and I wish that I was there for these team talks and stuff, yeah? Tottenham are going to fight, bro. They're not going to play great football. We've kicked off, by the way. They're not going to play great football and all these things, but they're going to fight. They're going to battle. This game is going to be different. This isn't going to be necessarily a football game. This is going to be a battle, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Erdegaard needs to come back into the fold in some way, shape, or form. You know, even if he's coming off the bench. And Eze, you got to step up and rise, bro. Do you know what I mean? Gabriel and Saliba, they've made a couple mistakes, but they do what they do. Do you know what I'm saying? They're very consistent. David Raya consistent. Even Timber, as bad as he's been in the last couple of weeks, it's a big tackle there from, I don't even know who that's from, Van der Ven. Big tackle there from Van der Ven. That's what they're going to do, bro. These men are going to fly into challenges. I don't want to see man diving, looking at the ref, all that. I don't want to see that. We know Van der Ven's going to fly into the challenge. Take the contact, take the foul, tap the ball around him, do something. Use that. You already know what's going to happen. Don't act naive and act like you don't know what's going to happen here. And again, look, Zubimendi, look how deep he is. He has to sit in between the two centre-backs because Zubimendi, one thing that he can't do, the worst thing about him is his turn. He's got a very slow turning circle. Good feet from Saka, to be fair. He's got a very slow turning circle. So Zubimendi can only play in a lot of space. He cannot play it under pressure. Already we can see what this game's going to be. Arsenal coming forwards. Saka and Tottenham are going to battle, bro. Do you know what I mean? New manager. When you get a new manager, bro, you just work 10, 15% harder. You've got to impress that new manager. Anyone here can get dropped. Anyone can get dropped. Do you know what I mean? This manager could drop anyone. This manager could dead anyone's career right now. So they're going to fight. Eze, good play. Again, Van der Ven flying into a challenge against Saka. This game, you could already see, yeah? You could already see this game at some point is going to boil over, bruv. Man could already see it. This game is going to boil over at some point. Do you know what I mean? This manager had 13 clubs in the last 12 years. He's never lost his first game. Yeah, I hear that. That don't mean anything, though. Do you know what I'm saying? If we're just going by history, then we might as well just not turn up. Do you know what I'm saying? We just go at the beginning of the season, we'll say, oh yeah, City wins the league and let's just leave it. Do you know what I mean? Gyökeres is getting physical with the centre backs. I need to see that. Saliba wins a battle with Kolo Muani. Need to see that. So far, Tottenham are trying to get physical, but Arsenal are winning a lot of the battles, which is good. What are you saying about players, though? They look relaxed, or yeah. The thing is, the game's going to be played at pace, and Arsenal don't really like to play the game at pace. When Arsenal play the game slow, it's no different to boxing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? When the game's at a low pace, that's Arsenal's life, bro. Saka up against Jed Spence. The thing is, with Arsenal, they always look at it in the early minutes, bro. Gyökeres jumped up for a header at the back post. It's a good block, though. Saliba's not going to get moved by Xavi Simons. Saliba's never going to get moved by Xavi Simons. It's a good block from Dragusin. That's better from Timber, by the way. That's much more what we want to see from Timber, and not the best, but not the worst from Gyökeres. He gets that on target. Dragusin just blocks it with his thigh. The thing with Arsenal, like we saw in the main event of the boxing last night, bro, it's like after if Spurs can keep a clean sheet for 20, 30, 40 minutes, Arsenal's confidence will just start to dissipate after a while. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said haram ball, bro. What haram ball, blood? Where's the haram ball? We're actually playing like quite good, expansive attacking football here. First time Raya's forced to go long. Saka, is he in? He could be. Can he tap around the keeper? The keeper's taken out his own centre back. Saka probably should have done a little bit better there. Trossard. Saka. Oh, no. It's cleared away. Trossard went for a goal from the halfway line just there. Zubimendi winning a header. Timber gets that down. The ball's been in the air for about 40 seconds. Timber gets that down. Timber looking for another cross. He gets the cross. And it's cleared away again. Spurs defense is a mess. Bro, Spurs are sitting in a low block. It might be a game which fullbacks lose their concentration first. Bro, if we keep playing like this, we will be able to put pressure on them and the dam will break, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Because, you know, Van der Ven's a good player, but Dragason's not the best. Archie Gray's not a natural defender. Do you know what I mean? The opportunities are there to put it on, man, bro. But what we need to do in some of these, obviously, we haven't really had the opportunity yet, so I'm not criticizing, but shots on target. Do you know what I mean? We look for, in classic Arsenal fashion, the perfect chance. Put it on them and make them make a mistake. Make them make a mistake. Kolo Muani just trying to wrestle Saliba, blood. He's not even looking at the ball. Straight wrestling. Good header from Rice. It's good play from Gyökeres, to be fair. Trossard. Can he find Hincapie? He does. Hincapie to the back post. Arsenal have to keep up this pace of attack. The reaction, it's only 6 minutes. The reaction so far to the draw and to the fact that this is North London derby is really good. But this is the type of intensity we have to have for long spells, Joey. We typically have this intensity for a few minutes here and there, or maybe 10, 15 minutes, then it kind of dies off. But we have to keep this level of intensity. Saka up against Jed Spence again. Timber just slowing the attack down a little bit. We need the ball to be more fluid. It was really fluid before, and now the fluidity, Declan Rice keeping it fluid though. As soon as, you know what I mean? As soon as the ball touches your feet, you got to go. Gyökeres trying to cut in. Can he get a shot away? He does. Oh, it's just wide. It's just wide. That was really good from Gyökeres. And I will say, listen, I'm not sold the full stocks in Gyökeres just yet, because I think he's getting better. I think he looks like he's lost weight. I think he came in overweight. He looks like he's lost weight. He's getting confident and he looks much, much better. That little touch and dribble and shimmy inside, he couldn't even do that 3 months ago. He couldn't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? He is getting better. He is getting better. But I want intensity. Do you know what I'm saying? I want intensity. I want to win this game 4-0. We need a statement. What's happening here? The restaurant to Rice. Okay. We need a statement win here. We need to make a statement here. Find the clip. I never said that. What's going on here? What is man chatting about, bro? I don't want no stopping in the game, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm talking about Harambe when we're dominating on the ball versus mortal enemy Stamford Hill FC. Bro, the thing is, we're playing good football. Man, just say Harambe just for banter, innit? Man, chat GPT their comments, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? But why have they stopped the game? What for? Oh, it's the microphones. No, it's the microphones. The lino can't chat to the ref. The headsets aren't working, so it's a technical issue. But there's got to be a cap to how long we can stop the game for here, because we're right in the middle of our momentum and our flow. This is ridiculous, bro. Man, stop the game for 2 minutes. Gary Neville saying this is absolute nonsense, bro. It's facts. Bro, this is dead, bro. We've waited 3 minutes now for this. This is dead. It's like American sports, blood. 6 minutes of action and then a 3 minute break. There's got to be a certain time limit to this, bro. Yeah, facts, bro. Like, where's Dua Lipa in that, blood? Halftime show in that. What is man fucking doing? This is ridiculous, bro. This is absolutely ridiculous. This ain't an excuse though to let this affect, the quality of what we've done. Do you know what I mean? All right, we're back underway. Bloody hell. Finally, bro. 5 minutes, bro. 6 minutes of game time and then 5 minutes for that. We only played for 6 or 7 minutes. and we can't let that disrupt our momentum. And again, when I talk about body language, this is what I'm saying. It's important now that we get on the first attack. Obviously, Spurs have got the ball, but once we get that ball back, and Colin Moani's flicked it on for Xavi Simons, and they were nearly in. Gyökeres be strong. Gyökeres be strong. Dragerson got there first. Gabriel already G'ing up the crowd, blood. Come on, man. Less of that, blood. Let's just win the game, bro. You can't stop the game for this long. Kill the momentum, bro. That's what they've done, bro. That man can already see that they've killed our momentum a little bit. We're now in the position of trying to get that momentum back. Let's get that ball down. We're doing a lot of heading the ball back and forwards. Let's get that ball down on the floor and play some football. We were having some success with our football. Oh, it's a poor pass from Saka. Is that Van de Ven all the way up that high? Good tackle from Timber. Good football. Let's find that right pass. Trossard is bursting through the middle. The pass should have gone. We've gone to Gyökeres, though. And I think that's Van de Ven with the tackle. Dragerson again. Dragerson's playing well, you know. Dragerson's actually playing well. Man, them Arsenal's first corner. Rice was poor there. He should have. He had it in his mind. He's going to go to Gyökeres, and he just made that decision and he stuck to it. But Trossard was gone through the middle. And there were bodies in front. He may not have been able to find that pass, but if he could find that pass, it would have been really easy. Trossard would have been in on goal. Corner comes in back post. Put across the box. Oh, Saliba just wide. Saliba just wide. Nah, Spence isn't dusted. Spence is good, but Spence can be inconsistent. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely, you can see a bit of the attitude. Like, you know, he turns up when he's in the mood to turn up, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? I think he gets a bit frustrated, and I can see why. Like, you know what I mean? He's played out of position a lot. Trossard, find a shot. Ah, it's poor. It's a poor strike, especially by Trossard standards. That's a poor strike. But there's one thing we know about Trossard, blood. He's going to shoot. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that Xavi, boy. That Xavi ball that he just tried. I don't know what he was doing, bro. Spurs are offering nothing to attack. I think they'll pick their moments though. You always say this, like I don't think you realize how football works. Like a lot of teams, like when you're not the better team, You're not just going to go machine for machine with a team that you know is better than you. Do you know what I mean? They will pick their moments. Once it hits like 40 minutes, watch Spurs start attacking. They'll pick certain moments to attack, but if you're against a better team, you can't just attack endlessly. It don't make sense. You're just going to lose. There's a foul in there by Kolo Muani. He's done a few of them little fouls on Saliba. Gyökeres runs like his shorts are 2 sizes too big. I lie, bro. He's got that 1990s basketball swag, blood. I'll take him over Gusto. That motherfucker doing no look weak foot passes in the box. I think Gusto might be a little bit better going forwards, but I think Spencer's better defensively. Oh no, Spurs could be in. David Raya, big tackle. That was unfortunate there. Nkapie just made a tackle, but it bounced off of Xavi Simons and just almost went in behind. But David Raya was right there and sent it long. Archie Gray's got a bloody nose, but that's come from Gyökeres being pushed by Dragusin in the first place. While he's getting some medical attention for his nose, I think they're going to play on. The Arsenal players being held quite a lot by the Tottenham players. Now I understand why, but I wonder if the ref is going to call some of these. So that's lovely from Declan Rice, and that's a foul from Spence on Saka. That was actually very good from Xavi Simons, to be fair. He was right in the middle of Saliba and Timber, which is not really where he wants to be, but he managed to get the pass off, but then the door was just closed. And this is what I'm saying about Declan Rice being so good at turning defense into attack. No touch or nothing, just played it straight through to Saka to get Arsenal on the attack. Gabriel, dodgy pass to Zubamendi. Spurs could be in with a strike. Gabriel blocks. Zubamendi's just never on his toes, bro. Maybe I'm being unfair. He's very, very flat-footed. He's very, very flat-footed. Van der Ven puts in a cross. David Raya gathers. Going to let Declan Rice run. Gyökeres, go, 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 go. Nope. Basuma's there to clean up. Game's becoming a little bit more scrappy. Do you know what I mean? We haven't really made the most of when we were on top. And this is what I was saying. Tottenham will grow into the game slowly. Zubamendi, for me, has just got to be more alert. He's got to be more alert and ready at all times. He's just too flat-footed. I would say it was a shit pass, AT, facts. It was a shit pass. But I would say that I see Zubamendi look like the pass is just getting beyond him twice a game. I would say twice every game that happens where he looks like, oh shit, the pass is coming to me. Jed Spence should be getting booked, by the way, because that's the second or third foul and he's just screaming in the ref's face. And it was actually a foul. It wasn't a terrible foul, but it was a foul. Every time, but there are times the ball, he just looks like, oh my god, the ball, like, is it coming to me? Like, what, like, is it coming to me all the time, bro? It's like that. It's always like that, like, bro. You're on the pitch. Did you not know you got picked? You got to be aware, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think a lot of that comes from what I was saying before, AT, where he's so used to being the last defender, just doing the quarterback thing. When he finds himself in the middle of the park, doing where you would expect a De Bruyne or a Bruno or an Enzo to be in the middle of the pitch, he's kind of like, The game's moving too fast for him at that point. So you've got to play him deeper. Cross comes from Rice. Eze. Eze's been a little bit quiet for the last sort of 5-10 minutes. That's not on Zubamendi, I'll be real. Gabriel died. That pass was bad from Gabriel, but I'm saying I see this too often from Zubamendi. So whether Zubamendi's not in the right, it can't. That particular time was Gabriel's fault. I'm not blaming Zubamendi, but if something happens too many times on the pitch, then I've got to start looking at you at a certain point. Basuma just bossing Trossard off the ball, and then he buys a foul. He's bought the foul really smartly, to be fair. Facts, it's one thing doing it for Real Sociedad. Your flaws aren't seen as much, but a bigger club, there's no hiding. 100%, bro. Like Zubamendi, for me, he's great in very specific, either specific parts of the pitch or specific scenarios. Whereas I feel like if you're going to be a top player, you've got to be great in like more scenarios than not. Do you know what I mean? As a centre back, Gabriel is great in more scenarios than not. Defending headers, attacking headers, tackling, passing. Like he's good in a lot of areas. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas it's almost a good ball. Is he in? No, not quite. That was almost a good flick on. Poor header from Saliba there. The game is there to be won, but like I say, Tottenham are going to just run and tackle aggressively and be very, very aggressive. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to outplay us, but they will out aggressive us because we don't really have a lot of really aggressive players, if we're being honest. But what can we do? We need to play with the ball at pace. Do you know what I mean? We need to use the fact that they're bombing in trying to challenge us. We got to use that to our advantage and know how to use that to our advantage. If we can set a trap and get in behind, we should be scoring. Vicario is a decent keeper, don't get me wrong, but he's not the best keeper. Gyökeres, can you hold him off? The Lino's given us the throw. Come on. The refs overturned it. The Lino said it's our throw. The ref said no. See, that's where Zubamendi wants to receive the ball. But he's got loads of space there. He can't always receive the ball in loads of space. Not in the Prem, and not against a team like Tottenham who are just going to press. They don't have a lot of great ability in their side, but they do have a lot of running and legs and battling. You ain't going to get the ball in tons of space and time. Again, Zubamendi plays it, and Eze is kind of similar, which is why it's difficult. We need to expand the pitch if we're going to play with Eze and Zubamendi. Trossard, Timber, try a little pass in the tight channel. It's a poor yellow card for Timber. A poor yellow card for Timber. I said that as well. Eze's done nothing for the last 10 minutes. And the thing is with Timber, we all knew that was going to be a yellow card. As soon as he lost the ball, we all knew, yeah, okay, he's going to bring him down and then get a yellow here. 100%. Xavi Simons to the back post. That looks overhit. It is overhit. Man said firewood, you know. It's a good pass out from David Raya, to be fair. Timber, start moving forwards. We've got to stretch the game and stretch the opposition. There, play the pass. Oh, so slow. Zubimendi's right there. There's too many players slowing this game down. Hincapié. That should have been a foul. I didn't even check our bench. Who's on our bench? Erdegaard, Jesus, Martinelli. Okay. Noni Cadafury. All right. Saka draws a foul really well. A little bit soft, and he did a little bit too much, but it was smart to just get himself the foul. It's good football from Trossard and Hincapié. Colin Moani's made several fouls, bro. Several fouls. I don't know at what point he gets a yellow card. Spence all over Saka, even though he's on a yellow card already. I don't know how that's not a foul either, bro. Eze, I didn't mind that. We need some shots here. We need some shots. It's been too long since he put a shot on target and really challenged the goalkeeper. Saka against Papsar should be beating him. He does get past him. Puts the ball into the box. Eze. Ah, it's 1-0, Eze. Come on, he does it again. And let's go. Come on. We need more shots, bro. We need more shots. What I say, it's been too long since we put one on target, bro. It's been too long since we put one on target. And it's Eze again. It's Eze again. This guy only turn up for Spurs. It's facts, bro. I can't even argue that, bro. He really don't turn up until it's Arsenal versus Spurs, bro. But you know what? He's doing what he needs to do right now. I'm not going to lie to you. Bro, it was looking... And the timing of this is so important. The timing of this is so important, bro. Because we were just saying, you know what? The pace is just starting to slow down. We spoke about the body language. It's really important that the game doesn't get away from us. Don't let it get away from you. Do you know what I'm saying? 1-0 Arsenal. Come on. We've got to get more. We've got to use this to make us be confident. We've got to look confident. It's a poor defensive line from Spurs, by the way. Saka just bumbles his way past Papsar. And then it's just any old ball into the box. It's not a great ball into the box. It's not a great finish. It's just a bit scrappy, but it don't matter. That's what we need. You know, that is exactly what we need. And it's Eze against Spurs again. Eze has scored like 5 goals this season and 4 of them against Spurs. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what we need here. And we've got to keep the intensity going. Where Arteta could lose his job is this 1-0 or 2-0 and then defense. No, we keep attacking. It's the body language thing. It's important that we send a message to Man City that we're serious. When we go into that Man City game, we need to be used to scoring goals regularly. Do you know what I'm saying? And Ahmad said the same thing. Now the question is, are you going to sit back? I really hope that we don't. Declan Rice, what is he doing? It's 1-1 just like that. It's 1-1 just like that. Declan Rice trying to dribble his way out. Oh my God, I can't believe body language. What I say about body language, bro? Are we fucking high? Body language. Why is Declan Rice trying to dribble the ball out of his own box? Oh my word. I have no words. I have no words. I have no words, bro. Why is he trying to? I said it. Why are you trying to dribble the ball out of your box? I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know. It's gone to his head. Being 1-0 up has gone to Declan Rice's head. And he's normally the most reliable person on the Arsenal team. But what the hell is he thinking? What the hell is he thinking? What is he thinking? Declan Rice gets the ball. We're 1-0 up. We're cruising. Declan Rice gets the ball in his own box and tries to dribble through on some jinky majinky run like he's Neymar. And then they just dispossess him and score. Declan Rice has absolutely lost his head there. Absolutely lost his head. I don't understand what I've just seen. I really don't. I can't comprehend what it is that I've just seen. We're making this a shootout. It don't even need to be a shootout. He definitely did, bro. The being 1-0 up went to his head completely, bro. You'd expect that from Ethan Wanieri or someone of no experience. Yeah, putting the pressure on us, bro. We put the pressure off, and you've put the pressure straight back on us. The only thing is, I hope that Declan Rice is the kind of man that will step up and take responsibility and go up the other end and get us a goal back, bro. Because he's not normally like this. He's normally so reliable. Saka, could he be in? It goes for a corner. Or does it go for a goal kick? That was a great ball from Hincapie, to be fair. That was a great ball from Hincapie. I think Saka's got to do better with that. Saka's got to do better with that. Yeah, Eze scored. That's a lovely ball. We need more of that. Saka should have scored there. He's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He's got to do better. think the ref should have played advantage there, to be honest. Unless you're bringing it back for a card, I don't know why you don't play the advantage there. Eze does really well. Good ball from Saka. Rice at the back post. Archie Gray gets there first. Is that a corner? It is a corner. Archie Gray and Jed Spence both on yellow cards, by the way. Declan Rice crossed the back post. Can Gyökeres keep it alive? That's really good from Gyökeres, to be fair. Remember, we're going to have 5 minutes added because of that fucking stupid referee situation. So we still got a good 10 minutes to go and get a second goal. Good ball from Eze. Eze's starting to really turn up in this game. Saka was looking for a shot. Timber. Trossard. Trossard looking for a shot. Oh, it's millimeters wide. It's just wide. That's what I want to see, though. How many times have we fumbled instantly this year? Yep. Bro, man just get gassed when they're winning. Like, it's like we scored one goal and man thought we won the league and we can start taking the piss. When do we ever see Declan Rice dribbling the ball and showboating in his own box, bro? I don't think I've ever seen him do it in his life. But this is what I mean about sustained attacks. That's what I need to see. Saka gets a shot, it's blocked. Timber picks up the ball, and straight away we get another shot. We need shot after shot. If we're not going to score the first one, we score the second one. I don't want to see us go all the way back to the halfway line and recycle the ball. I don't want to see that. Declan Rice of a corner. It's all bumbling around in the box. Saka trying to dribble through 4 or 5 man. Doesn't come off. Spurs are going to look to try and get on the counter. Hey, Trossard does really well. Xavi Simon died, bruv. Trossard does really well there. Gyökeres looked like he's pulled down there by Dragusin, but no foul. To be fair, maybe he wasn't because Arsenal players aren't really protesting for the foul, to be fair. Kolo Muani, he's fucking shit, bruv. Saka dribbling is nasty work. Bro, he dribbles like Mo Salah, bruv. But I can see why, like, to be fair, he's not, when it's one-on-one, it's not terrible. But if he's dribbling against 5 man, there's no point trying to do some technical dribbling because it's all just mad, bro. Dragusin goes for the long throw, and I think that's Nkapia just gets it straight out. It's like a corner. Oh my god. Spurs have scored a lot of goals from corners, to be fair. Spurs have scored a lot of goals from corners this season. This is probably one of their better chances, close to half time as well. Xavi Simons, David Raya, big punch. Gonna go for the long throw again. Dragusin. Good header from Saliba. I think that's Nkapia again. David Raya catches, sends it long. Trossard. Up to 45, but again, there's going to be a good 3-4 minutes added on. There's been 2 goals, but then there's also that fucking 5-minute delay. What's the time? Is that 8 minutes? Oh my word. 8 minutes added. Right, so you can find that pass. The pass was there for Trossard. He didn't find him. What's Xavi Simons doing, blood? We'll take the corner. Oh, it's gone for a goal kick. Fuck's sake, man. If Saka's going to take Jed Spence to the byline, he might as well chop and cut in, bro. Every time he goes to the byline, Jed Spence just dives in, bro. Every time he goes to the byline, Jed Spence dives in. Throw a feint in there, bro. Gyökeres. Gyökeres again held up by Van de Ven. It's a good tackle from Saka. Kulamawani again, bro. He's just pulled him back. How is he getting? They're getting away with so many fouls, bro. How are they getting away with so many fouls? Saka. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Oh, that's a foul. Is that not a foul? Oh my, bro. What is going on, bro? How are none of these fouls getting given? Saka is getting locked up for real, blood. Locked up, they won't let me out. He's locked up, blood. Locked up for real. Good ball from Eze. Rice, travel, travel, travel. Find the pass. Oh, Jokeres, you died, bruv. Oh, bruv. Rice should have played that in front of him, though. Jokeres is bad, bro. Like, technically, he's not great. So there's no point playing it to his feet. Play it in front of him. That's good battle from Jokeres. That's a good battle from Jokeres. Trossard, do what you do. Trossard, do what you do. Oh, Trossard nearly. Oh, bro, I can't even shit on him, bro. Trossard's actually been good this half. There's so many half chances we've had. Right, don't die here again, blood. Just pass the ball, blood. Saka, good switch of the ball. Nkapie, he was always looking to shoot. I don't mind that. I don't mind that, bro. Arsenal can't play when teams are pressing them. I disagree because we played all right. They were pressing us early and we played our best football in the first 10 minutes and they were pressing us. So I don't think that's the case. We definitely play worse when we're getting pressed. But in this game, they were pressing us for the first 10, 15 minutes. And that's when we played our best football. So I don't think this is a good example of what you're saying. I think Chelsea might have been a better example. Man United would have been the best example. Man United and Sunderland are probably the best examples of us not doing well when we've been pressed. But I think we've been okay. We just haven't been able to find that final shot or that final pass. Right to the corner again. It's almost straight in, to be fair. I think Dragusin got the touch on it. Eze in the box, and Kolomwani gets it away. Zubmendi just gets that ball clear. No foul there. Go, go, go. Saka's got to go. Look, we know that they're going to dive in on challenges. Why is there no support for him? Played from Saka. Oh, nearly died again. Trossard, find the pass. Hincapie. This could be one of the last attacks of the game, of the half, sorry. Ball into the box from Nkapie. This I like this though. Sustained attack, attack after attack, wave after wave. Half time. Oh, what an annoying half. Declan Rice, you owe me a goal. Oh, Declan Rice, you owe me a goal, bro. You owe me a goal. I don't even know. What can we even say about that? What can we even say about that, bro? Do you know what I mean? We should, on balance of play, we should be winning 2-0. I really feel like we should be winning 2-0, but these man just mentally, bro, mentally, they just can't do it. Honestly, mentally, they just can't do it, bro. Honestly. Honestly, bro, same old, bro. Mentally, these man just cannot do it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We've gone 1-0 up, and that 40 seconds later it's 1-1, bro. Other than that, they've not offered anything, bro. Do you know what I mean? The only goal they've scored is the goal we gave them. We gave them, bro. Do you rate Gyökeres? I don't rate him, but I will say that he's got a lot better. He's definitely improving. When he came in, I thought he was overweight. Now I'm looking at him play. He's he's not scoring goals, but if you're not scoring goals, for me, there's other things you've got to do. And at first, he wasn't doing those things. I mean, he wasn't winning the ball, he wasn't winning headers, he wasn't bringing others into play. Now, I think he is doing those things. So I do think he will improve. But but yeah, I wouldn't say I rate him. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's what we've got right now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's him or Jesus. I think that Gyökeres makes sense for the type of game that we've got. I think that Jesus could have an impact later. I think Trossard's been very good. I do think Trossard's been good this half. Um, Saka's been okay in moments, but obviously he got the assist for the goal. But Saka's attack is just lacking such variety right now. Do you know what I'm saying? He just looks like what he's doing is so basic. Eze is floating in and out of the game. That last 10 minutes and a half, I thought he was really good. But before that, he was drifting out of the game a little bit before he got his goal. He needed that goal to give him some confidence. The back fours look pretty solid. Gabriel's having a good battle with Kolo Muani. But other than that, the back four looks pretty solid. Like I said, the only thing they've conceded is that one opportunity that Declan Rice gave away, which is very, very out of character for him. There will be a time when I think that Martinelli, Noni Madueke, these guys will be able to have an impact on the game. And even I think Erdegaard, to be honest with you, would you buy a new striker in the summer? We might have to because I think Jesus might go. And apparently there's talk of like Julian Alvarez, which would be peak because it would be the second time that Jesus has been replaced with Julian Alvarez. But I think that I would, but not only because of Gyökeres. Havertz can't stay fit. So that's a problem. The fact that he just cannot stay injury free is a problem, and Jesus might go. So if Havertz and Jesus go, then we will need another striker. Um, but again, that's not just down to Gyökeres not being good. I actually think Gyökeres is not having a terrible game here. Gyökeres, we know technically he's limited. Do you mean? Technically he's limited. So, and Gyökeres is a big momentum player. What you want to do if Gyökeres is running in behind is you don't want to play the ball to his feet. He's not Fernando Torres. Do you mean? He's not going to touch and turn and do these fancy things. Do you mean? He wants the ball in his stride so he can just run onto it and hit it. His biggest attribute is that he's big and powerful. And so that ball that Declan Rice played to him was played to his feet and it kind of got stuck kind of behind his feet. And when that happens, it looks bad for Gyökeres, and obviously people want to banter him. But I think that's worse for Declan Rice. I think it was a poor pass. That pass has got to be in front of him in the stride. And there's been 2 or 3 times when someone's running in behind. There was one where Trossard was running in behind and Declan Rice played the ball to Gyökeres instead. And Gyökeres still had to beat Dragusin to get the shot off. But Trossard was free. He was completely no defenders on him. We had numbers. For me, Declan Rice is actually probably the player that's playing probably the weakest of the 11 at the moment. Or if not playing the weakest, not playing the weakest, but has made several significant mistakes. Do you know what I mean? Which is very, very out of character for Declan Rice. He's normally such a dependable person. He's probably been our best player this whole season between him and Gabriel. But he's made 2 or 3 high-profile mistakes. Now I'm hoping that he will take responsibility for that and go and change it in the second half. But I'm also hoping that Tottenham don't make the most of it because, like I say, it's a body language thing. It's a question of momentum. After the first 10, 15 minutes, Tottenham looked like they were really losing confidence. And now they might come into the second half with more confidence than they would have ever expected to have. They shouldn't really be this confident, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? We're giving them confidence. So, but yeah, all in all, the half has been so dominant. But again, Arsenal make the game so emotionally challenging in ways that they don't need to be. Do you know what I mean? They just don't need to be because we have dominated that half, but we don't feel like we've dominated that half. It certainly doesn't feel that way. Do you know what I mean? No one's coming off, none of our players are coming off the pitch thinking, yeah, we really dominated that half. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just the way that we played doesn't give you that feeling. And so a game that shouldn't be so emotionally taxing is going to be more emotionally taxing than it needs to be because of the way that we play. Do you know what I'm saying? So Shane said, "What happened to India? Well, did India lose?" I want to know what AT's got to say about the racism in his fan base, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. What going for the racism in man's fan base? But man told us, no, we're an IC free club, and then man are racially abusing your own fans at Chelsea, blood. Come on, bro. But like I said before, if we can't win this game, we don't deserve to win the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Lads, let's talk about Sudoku though. Who's Sudoku? Is that a cricket player or who is that, bro? I don't know what that means, blood. The only thing with Declan Rice is it's so uncharacteristic. It's so uncharacteristic for him. Do you know what I mean to do that? And the first part, that interception is good. Man said Saka fan. Saka got the assist for the goal. He's not been terrible. He's not been at his best, but he's not been terrible. We're drawing because of Declan Rice. Do you mean? Saka's actually not been terrible, to be honest with you. You got the like I say, he got the assist for Eze's goal, and he's been a constant threat. I do want his attack to have more I want his attack to have more variety because he looks quite one dimensional. He's either going to cut it. He commits to one thing. If he's going to cut in, he commits to one thing. Do you know what I'm saying? If he's going to cut to the, if he's going to get to the byline, he's going to commit to the byline. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Like there's no variety in his attack whatsoever. It's one thing or it's the other thing. Do you know what I mean? Away from the assist, he's been dead. I don't think he's been dead. He's not been great, but he's not been dead. Do you know what I'm saying? He's played a lot of dangerous passes into the box, and he's been one of our better, more creative players. I think him and Trossard have been decent. I mean, if I'm looking at that 11, Trossard's been good. I think Nkapie's played really well as well. Um, but early on, Saka was getting a lot of the ball in places where he wants to be dangerous and he wants to run with the ball. And later on into the game, when they sit into a more low block, Saka's getting the ball with not a lot of space to play into. It's very, very congested. So obviously that's what they want to do. But do you know what I'm saying? Spence has him in handcuffs. I mean, it's difficult to say Spence has him in handcuffs when he got the assist, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really handcuffs, then, is it? Do you know what I mean? Spencer's got a couple of good tackles on him, 100%. I think it's a good battle. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm a winger and I beat you and get the cross in, and my player scores, you can't come off the pitch and tell me you had me in handcuffs. Handcuffs means I didn't do anything. If I'm doing stuff, that's not handcuffs, in my opinion. Maybe we got different definitions of what handcuffs mean, but if you come and play football with me and I get a goal or an assist, you can't tell me about handcuffs. But Spence has been good. It's been a good battle for sure. Saka's not dominated. Spence has had a couple good battles, but obviously it's always in favor of the attacker because Spence can lock him up 12 times, but if Saka gets one goal, then the game's done. So that's all it is. But Spence has been good. Spence and Archie Gray both on yellow cards. I wouldn't mind seeing Arsenal play on that a little bit more. And I don't know about changes or what I would really change, to be honest with you. I think that there's a world where Madueke comes in and has an impact, but I want Spence to be. I want Saka to do what he does against Spence for a little bit longer and then make that change. And I wonder if at any point maybe Jesus comes on. But I do think that Gyökeres has been decent, do you know what I mean, with what he's been given. of what he's been given to do. And is Ben White's not on the bench, is he? There's no Ben White on the bench. So again, people saying why does Arteta keep playing Timber? Ben White's obviously not fit because he's not even on the bench. So I would like to see Timber come off at some point because he's looking like a little bit of a liability. But I don't know if Nkapie goes there, or I don't know what that setup is going to look like. From a defensive perspective, I'd like us to keep it a little bit more simple. You know, when we just go long and get the ball to safety a lot more, because we're just inviting unnecessary pressure on ourselves. So that is something that I definitely want to see change. But we should win this game anyway. From the position that we're in, we should win this game. During like they're only in it because we've welcomed them into the game. We've made the mistakes and we've allowed them to get into the game. During, but the game's not anything amazing, but we should definitely be winning regardless. So they've actually offered very, very little. They've actually offered very, very little, if we're being real. Do you know what I mean? Trying to think of what we can change, bro. The thing is with Tottenham, they won't be able to really make any changes. The only players they got on the bench are strikers. They got Tell, Richarlison, and Solanke. So I think as the game goes on, we're going to dominate more and more and more, to be honest with you. Or we should do, because defensively, they can't make any changes. And midfield wise, they can't make any changes. So they're stuck with what they've got. So getting to the game at getting to the halftime break at 1-0 would have been fine, because going into the second half, I'm confident we would have taken over and done a 2 or 3-0. But where we need to be better is reading, like interpreting the game. Do you know what I mean? In the early part of the game, like look at the speed that we played at, and that break. It's not an excuse for us to be 1-1, but that break definitely killed a lot of our momentum. Do you know what I'm saying? Pre-break, we were purring. Do you know what I mean? It looked like it could be 2 or 3, and then they've just stopped it and just left us 5 minutes, bro. They were always gonna offer little from what I saw with their low block. Just don't bring on Skelly, and they might still hold back. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If there's any change, it would be Calafiori. I think Calafiori is more likely to come on than Lewis Skelly at this point. We know that Arteta's got his favourites. Um, I'm wondering if Erdegaard, Eze likes to push up very, very high. When we're attacking and the box is congested, Eze likes to push right up and play like in the 9 position. That's why he poaches a lot of these goals. But there's no one on the edge of the box getting those shots off. What I want to see is Saka or Trossard get to the byline. When they get to the byline, the whole defense pushes back. Remember, they're playing a back three and they've got their wing backs. So, and the midfield is kind of sparse. Once we get to the byline and Archie Gray or Jed Spence goes back, their box is packed with players. We're looking for Gyökeres across the 18-yard box, but the box is packed. We cut that to the edge of the box, and we've got a Rice or a Zubimendi or even an Erdegaard if he comes on at the edge of the box. I think that's where we can score goals. The box is way too congested. They're already playing a low block. The only time we can go to Gyökeres is like the early part of the game when we're attacking fast, because we can catch them out before they're even in shape. But once they're in their defensive shape, there's no point trying to go across the box. There's going to be 10 man in there, bro. Everyone's going to be in there. Our best chance is when somebody is outside of the box or on the edge of the box. Do you know what I mean? That's our best opportunity. And for me, that's got to be Rice. And if we're going to do that, it's got to be Erdegaard. That's where he's most dangerous. Fucking Declan Rice, man. I say this all the time. I say this all the time. Eze, he hides a lot, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's not a straight line view between where you are and the player that you want that's got the ball, how can you ask for the ball? There's got to be, you've got to be able to see the line. This is how I was coached. You've got to be able to see the line. If I'm calling you for the ball, yo, I need the ball. I've got to be able to see the line for the ball. If I'm peering around someone and there's not a straight line, how can I call for the ball? Do you know what I mean? Eze's not somebody who wants to be on the ball all the time. Do you know what I mean? This is his problem. This is why he will at a top team like an Arsenal or City at a top team. This is why he won't be like a regular starter if we're winning things. This is why he'll always be an in and out kind of player because he doesn't constantly want the ball. Saka constantly wants to be on the ball. Trossard constantly wants to be on the ball. Rice constantly wants to be on the ball. Whether they're good or bad, they want the ball. Do you know what I mean? This guy don't want the ball all the time. He don't. He'd happily just be on the ball 3 or 4 times in a game or every now and then and hope that like he can do a bit in those moments when he's on the ball. Second half's about to start, by the way. Now, Declan Rice is still Declan Rice, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was a big stupid mistake. But he's been our best player this whole season, bro. My problem with Eze is that he shows for the ball in positions where he knows he's not doing nothing. The thing is, I don't mind that if there's a reason for it. Like you might just bounce the ball so that you pull someone else out of position or whatever the case may be. He don't do that. Like, do you know what I mean? He shows for the. We've got Eze and Zubamendi both only come and show for the ball if you put your hands out and spin if they've got that much space. Erdegaard will happily show for the ball, whether man like him or not. Erdegaard will want the ball while he's got someone pulling at his shirt. He'll still want the ball and he'll spin him. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what top players do. If you've got Bernardo Silva can have someone grabbing his shirt, he still wants the ball. Erdegaard and Eze and Zubamendi only want the ball if they've got this much space. If they've got bare space around them, they want the ball. In the Premier League, that's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works. We see Zubamendi drop all the way back to sit in between the two centre backs to receive the ball as a midfielder. That's cool at times. That's cool at times. But if that's the only place you can receive the ball, that's a problem for me. Because you're not dangerous from there. You're not Gerrard. You're not hitting 40-yard pingers. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not, bro. You're just doing little passes through the gaps. So if you've got to sit all the way deep to do that, what's the point? You pass through Kola Moani and Xavi and Xavi Simons, and so what? We're still in the middle of the park. We haven't gone anywhere. Is it the same technical problems with the linesman? Again, we're just here waiting to start, bro. Yeah, as they don't like playing in tight spaces. Yeah, it's another 5 minute wait for the tech. Bro, what is man doing, bro? We've just kicked off for the second half. We need 2 goals this half. It's a good shot from Simmons and a very, very, very good save from David Raya. That's better one-touch passing from Nkapie. It's a poor pass. Good tackle. Saka. That's what I mean. Rice just tapped to the edge of the box. I don't know why Rice did that though. Bring that down and shoot. Bring that down and rasp that, man. We need shots here, boys. Come on. It's a lovely ball. Gyökeres. Oh, what a goal from Gyökeres. Are you dumb? What a finish. What a pass from Timber. What a goal that is. What a goal that is. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, bro. That's a great pass. But Ahmad, be real. It's poor defending, yeah, it is, but that pass catches them out completely. Because when is the last time we've seen that pass from Timber driven into Gyökeres' feet? Man, never see that. Like, man, never see that, bro. So to be fair to Tottenham, man are not expecting that pass. And even when that pass comes, man are not expecting that finish from Gyökeres either, to be real. Do you know what I'm saying? What a way to start. What a way to start, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? We need at least 2 goals this half, bro. At least. Eze does that little run. Eze runs and stretches the defense, and that creates that little bit of space. Lovely, lovely finish. Gyökeres is such an instinctive striker. If Gyökeres has too much time, he'll miss. I have no doubt about it. Gyökeres with too much time, he'll miss. Do you know what I'm saying? This is why I want the ball played in front of him, so he can just run onto it and hit it first time. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a great pass. It's a very, very good pass. But now, sensible, boys. Sensible. Man said it. Game management and body language. Sensible now. The next 5 minutes is 48 minutes on the clock. Up until 55, just send it long. Do you know what I'm saying? There we go. Zubamendi sends it long. Sensible. Trossard tried to play it through to Gyökeres again. This is the kind of service we need to give him because he's not Haaland level of talent, but we've never hey, F Texas, it's a great goal, bro. It's a great goal, bro. Honestly, Timber drives the ball into his feet. Eze spins off the defender. The defender goes with Eze. Gyökeres is there, edge of the box, touch and finish. Jermaine Defoe-esque blood, shift and shoot. Jed Spence is coming forwards. And I tell you what, bro, the way the game's opening up, this has got Martinelli 60 minutes written all over it. Martinelli 60 minutes written all over it, bro. Because Spurs have already scored, they believe they can score again. If this was 2-0 and the Colomani didn't score that goal, they would believe they're out of it. But because they've already scored and it's 2-1, they really believe they can get back into the game, and they can. And so they're going for it. They're not going for it, but they're actually going forwards and committing players forwards. But Gyökeres is there time after time. If we play that ball early, which is what Arteta's probably said, play that ball nice and early and we're in. But once we get Martinelli on the pitch, because Trossard wants to be the guy playing the ball, once we get Martinelli on the pitch as well, and he runs in behind, if they're going to play this high committed football that they're playing, Martinelli and Gyökeres together could be a problem. Archie Gray. Nothing silly from Piero. Good from David Raya. But Trossard dropping deep into the midfield. Again, why are we doing this? Trossard's dropped into the midfield to come and collect the ball, tries to dribble the ball out. Why? And now Tottenham are attacking again. Why? Keep it simple till 55. Enjoy the fact that you're up. Let Spurs marinate on the fact that they're losing. They've just conceded at home against their rivals. Great play from Eze. Great play from Eze. So much space. So much space. Can he find Saka? He's going to go for it himself, I think. He does go for it himself. Eze. Trossard. Oh, Eze should have scored. Eze should have scored. We could see all day what he was going to do. He was always going to cut in and shoot. We could see that. He should have scored. He's got so much space. If I was Spurs, I would sub Tell and have two outlets while Xavi plays deeper, and have the two outlets be who Tell and who would you take off though? Who would you take off for Tell? My prediction was 2-2, but Spurs ain't gonna score. I don't see it. Also, we need to score again. Like we're in so much control and we're so much better. We need to score again. Xavi Simons coming forwards now. Still Xavi Simons. He's got Gabriel ahead of him. Xavi Simons kind of died there. Hincapié just gets it clear. I think Hincapié's had a really good game so far. Big game to be bought into, and he's not played loads of minutes, but I think he's had a really good game so far. But it looks like Paulini has dropped into this kind of back three. Paulini is the six, right? He's dropped into this sort of back three. If we get Martinelli on running against Paulinia, it's long. It's 2-2, but I don't know if that's a foul or not. The ref's given a foul on Gabriel. It looked like a foul. I think VAR will have a look at this. That's very soft. That is very, very soft. It's a very, very soft foul, though. And if you don't remember at the beginning of the stream, I said in this game, Spurs are going to be physical. I don't want to see any diving trying to get sympathy fouls or any of that kind of stuff because it's too. They've given it. They've chalked the goal off, but I don't like that because it's too high stakes. There's too much of a gamble. You could lose the game on that. Why lose the game on that? It doesn't make sense to me to do that, bro. Even if it is a foul, it's too high stakes. The risk is not worth it. Why bother? Honestly, I think it's very soft, bro. I do. And for me, if I'm playing football against you and you're going to go down like that in your own box, you're not doing that in the middle of the pitch. You're going to do that in your own box. Well, then you're gambling that I'm going to score. If you want to do that, I really wouldn't suggest in a game like a North London derby, this is what man are doing. There's a lot of space here in behind, and Arsenal need a runner in behind, whether that's Madueke or that's Martinelli. We need a runner in behind here. Right now, it's Moani versus the world. That's facts. Moani's been their best player. He's been really, really good. He's not. He's been really rough with Gabriel. He's kind of been the main person to kind of distress and unsettle the back four. He's got loads of like quite key essential flick-ons. Moani's been really good. He's doing a lot of the ugly stuff that is not really what fans want to come to games and see. But he's been really, really, really crucial in this game so far. It's a lovely pass from Capio. Rice, can you find it? That's exactly what I'm talking about. If we can cut that to the edge of the box, Rice tries to go across the box. How's that not gone to VAR? It can't because the ref blew for the foul before the goal, I think. So it can't. We need a third. We need a third. And this is what I'm saying. Rice is the player running up. Okay, Mosquera's coming on. Who's he coming on for? Okay, Mosquera's on for Timber. This makes me nervous. Gabriel got that bozo gene. It's not a bozo gene though, bro. It was a bozo gene back in the day when he was making mistakes. Now he's not making mistakes. He's doing it on purpose. It's not a mistake, bro. Mosquera's on for Timber. Rice free kick, corner kick to the back post. Can we keep it alive? Ah, not the best. Not the best. It's good defending from Rice. But see, Rice got all the way up and then put that ball across the box. Sometimes I want Rice being the one on the edge of the box to score that goal. I think Hincapié has been really good. Really, really good. "65 minutes, we're going to need Martinelli. We are going to need Martinelli on." It's a good kick. Can't believe Gyökeres is letting that bounce, bro. Yeah, Timber was on the yellow, so I can see. I wanted Timber off. I did actually want him off, but I was hoping that Ben White or someone was on the bench. Dominic Solanke's getting suited up to come on. Let's see if it is Conor Gallagher off. For me, again, as I always not always say, but this game is crying out for a Martinelli. Mosquera does really well against Jed Spence. Oh, Saka's got to score that again. It's great play from him and Eze though. It's great play from him and Eze, but he's got to score. Saka's had two or three bits. There's two big opportunities. He's put them both on target, but for a player of his quality, he's got to be scoring one of them. Yeah, he kind of. To be fair, that one he's not got a lot of time. He's just got to lick it. But the first one he should have scored. He had loads of time 1-on-1 against Vicario. Gyökeres, can you battle Paulinho? Oh, Paulinho's gone down for. Everyone's just going down. Everyone's just going down. Can't lie, Mosquera was good at right back still, but Xavi takes 6 business days on the ball to make a decision. Spence, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Who's gonna come off for Dom Solanke? Mosquera's looked quite tidy so far. Eze does really well. Eze, lovely. Saka. Let's get this on target at least. Come on, Saka. Eze. Ah, Eze does it. It's 3-1. It's 3-1. This Eze, he does the Booker T. He does the Booker T, bro. yo, yo. I told you, man. I told you. Listen, once they started, you see Spurs, yeah? I'll be real. Let me be real, man. Let's be real for a second, yeah? Spurs are shit. And because, hey, because they scored that goal, you see Spurs, yeah? This might not have been 3-1 if they just sat and defended. But because they got that goal that Declan Rice gave them, they thought, "Oh, we're in the game. We're in the game. Let's go on and try win the game." No, but you man is shit, bro. How dare you, bro? Shit header from Dragusin, and it's a good play. It's an assist. I don't even know who the assist comes from, but it's actually good play from Gyökeres. Once again, I told you, man, I think Gyökeres is getting better. I do think he's getting better. He's held off the defender and got a little touch off to Eze, and that's where the goal comes from. Eze with a brace. Eze, you see Eze, yeah? You see, nah, bro, man, can I ask a question? Have we ever seen a player hate Tottenham as much as Eze? Have we ever seen a player hate Tottenham Hotspur as much as Eze, bro? Tottenham were going to offer you a big money contract, and you called another club and said, "Please, can I come to you, man, instead?" And then you play them against Spurs, the team that were going to offer you a deal. You play against them and score a hat trick, and then you play against them again and score two. This is a personal beef that you have with Tottenham, bro. 5 of his 6 Premier League goals this season have come against Tottenham. This brother just don't like Tottenham. Saka's in again. Oh, it's a dangerous tackle, to be fair, from Basuma. He wins the ball really cleanly. And one of you man said it in the chat. One of you man said it in the chat. Sire did say it. Take off Gallagher and get another attacker on, and that's what they've done. They've taken off Gallagher and they've brought on Dom Solanke. Eze's looking a lot better right now, but Eze's, to be clear, Eze's only looking better. And I'm trying to be objective and not just be gassed. Oh, Eze's the best. I'm being honest. Eze looks better because Tottenham are now playing a lot higher, and because they're playing higher, there's space to play in behind. This is what he's used to coming from Crystal Palace. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of space. Saka's running on. Gyökeres is running on. If Martinelli comes on the left for Trossard and he starts running in behind, don't be surprised to see Eze get another goal or assist. Speaking of, here comes Eze. Finds Trossard. Doesn't quite come off. When Eze's playing against low blocks, this is a whole new game to him. He's not at Crystal Palace. Who's sitting low block against Crystal Palace? Do you know what I'm saying? He's not done this before. It makes sense now. He charges up his energy for Tottenham games, but he's gonna look good against high lines. If you're gonna play a high line and Eze is just a ball in behind guy, if you're gonna play a high line and I've got runners in behind, I can play that pass. But he's not creative. Do you know what I mean? He's not creative in the sense that if you play a low block, he can't unlock the low block. He's not David Silva or Ozil or someone. He's not that level of creativity. Do you know what I mean? But he's a fairly high output guy. Do you know what I mean? He can get goals. He can get GA. He'll get GA if we're playing against high lines. We just never play against high lines. Dragason's on drugs. I feel bad for Dragason. To be the first half, he was really good. The first half, Dragason was really good. But then again, they, like I said before, they've now started to go for it and play a higher line, and so it's Dragason on his own against 3 Arsenal players. And so if it's Dragusin on his own, he's going to get exposed. But I don't think Dragason's been bad at all. Do you mean? He looked, when you lot were sitting deep and playing deep, Dragusin looked decent. He actually looked decent. Mosquera's looked really tidy since he's come on. Gyökeres spins away from Dragusin. Eze on the ball. And he's tackled by Paulinho. Spurs struggling to get out of their own half right now. Man can say Tottenham got robbed for the goal. Doesn't matter. They still would have died. The thing is, yeah, man can say what they want, but if we're looking at the man is sitting here watching the game, innit? Like the goal that you man got, we gave to you. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is like at no point can you might feel a bit aggrieved, but realistically, you man were never gonna do things. Like you man were never gonna do things. We've all sat here and watched the game, and you man have looked trash all game. So that's what it is. I think Yoker has been good this game. Not really good because he's not going and getting himself goals and stuff like that, but he's been good. Do you know what I mean? Like I said to you lot before, my mind changed on him all the time. But AT, you've been here. Like I've said before, if he's not going to score, he has to do the other stuff. He's got to win challenges. He's got to win headers. He's got to win flick-ons. He's got to do. And to be fair to him, he's doing these things. Do you know what I mean? And he got a goal. To be fair, it's been a actually good game. Not like a ironic good game you put three past the team in the relegation zone, but like he's actually played well. He's really played well. Mosquera finds Saka. Saka goes to the shot. Rice. I want Rice to score, bro. I feel like Rice needs to avenge that silly goal that he gave away. Gabriel's getting into a battle with Dom Solanke. And Kikapi is going to get fouled. I knew it. I knew Moani was going to foul him. Moani is actually an idiot, bro. Moani is actually an idiot. Like, yeah, bro, this is what I'm saying. I'm not expecting Gyökeres to go on and be Haaland. But if he gets good service, and if now they're bringing on Richarlison as well, if he gets good service, he can score the odd goal. But also, if he can hold play up, if he can battle defenders, if he can win flick-ons, he's just going to be generally effective. If Gyökeres played like this every game, he wouldn't get 30 goals a season in the Prem. He might get 20, but it would be 20 with a lot of effective gameplay. Do you know what I'm saying? Before, he was just doing nothing. Now he's very involved. I think it's good coaching from Arteta, I'll be real. At some point, I want to see Martinelli and Jesus, bro. I'm not going to lie. I want to see Martinelli and Jesus because these men are bringing on Richarlison. They're going to take off another midfielder. They've taken off Gallagher. I bet they're going to take off another midfielder. If they take off another midfielder, we're going to control the game. Who's 39? Who's coming off? Number 39. Is that going to be Archie Gray? Oh, it's Moani. Okay, fine. I don't know about that sub, you know. I don't know about that sub because for me, Moani has caused Gabriel problems. Moani has caused Gabriel problems. Do you know what I mean? Gabriel's got the better of him, but Moani has made it really uncomfortable. I don't know that Richarlison can make it uncomfortable the way that Moani can. But we'll see. Jed Spence coming forward with the ball. Mosquera does really well against Jed Spence. Really, really well against Jed Spence. Keep them in the PL. I need my 6 points, bro. Everyone gets 6 points off these man blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Shane said that Spurs are just that local hoe that everyone's beat, blood. Can already see Dom Solanke is going to give them something a little bit different. Dom Solanke is going to try things a little bit different. He's not as rough and tumble as Moani, but he's going to try something a little bit more creative. He's going to try to be a little bit different. I think Martinelli could do damage here, bro. Let's not be silly now. Let's not be silly. Lovely ball to Gyökeres down the line. Find Trossard. Nice. And Capio's overlapping Trossard. Oh. This is what Arsenal could do. If you're going to play a high line like this, you're going to play open again. Like this is why at the beginning of the game, Amad Diallo said in the chat, yeah, Spurs ain't offering anything. Blah blah. I was like, bro, Spurs can't go. Spurs know themselves. They can't go machine for machine with Arsenal. They can't. They've had one shot this whole game and one shot on target this whole game, and that's the goal that Declan Rice gave them. Do you know what I mean? If it weren't for that mistake that Declan Rice gave them, then they would have had no shots for 70 minutes. No shots at home against Arsenal. No shots. Do you know what I'm saying? They can't go machine for machine with Arsenal, bro. And to be fair to Spurs, they have a lot of injuries. But with this current injured side, bro, they can't go machine for machine with Arsenal. They can't, bro. Saka cutting his shoot. He gets the shot away. Oh, I tried to squeeze it near post. Big man thing, bro. You know the Arsenal fans, but if Saka scores against Spurs, yeah, the narratives that are going to be run is man blood. It's going to be the Star Boys back in that blood. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know our fans, bro. You know our fans, bro. Them man are lunatics, bro. Well up, big Ed. Bro, it's facts, bro. You know if Saka scores a goal against Spurs, yeah, we already know what it's going to be. See, look, Arsenal are confident. They're now confident isolating Gyökeres against Dragusin and playing the ball into Gyökeres. They're now confident. But when Gyökeres first came, Gyökeres couldn't isolate nobody. He weren't isolating centre backs and playing against him. He can now isolate, and we're not saying he's great, but I know that he can hold the ball up for long enough that the attacking support can come and join him. Do you know what I mean? That was a foul on Eze, but not given. A little bit soft. Booker T and Jock Lesnar, you know. Hey, just worry about the racism in your fan base, AT, blood. I tried to warn you. Do you know what I'm saying? You didn't want to listen, bro. You didn't tell me about Viv Anderson and all types of other things, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? But I told you that, do you know what I'm saying? I told you about your fans, blood. You got to know about your fans, bro. You're letting the PR, you're letting that little meme of the little African kids doing the dance twang you, blood. Don't believe it, bro. Great pass again into the feet of Saka. Richarlison, you could already see this is why Richarlison's shit, bro. He's not doing anything effective in terms of football, but he's just trying to get little niggles and little stamps at people, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's all he's trying to do, bro. Yeah, you stay there, blood. Wesley Fofana, you know. Man looks like Paddington Bear, blood. Arsenal doing really, really well. They've made Paulinho trace all the way up to David Raya, bro. Hey, Mac, you asked me to tell you about belief. When they scored, I said, bro, these idiots. Did I not say this, bro? When they scored, I said, these idiots are gonna go and attack. These idiots are gonna think that they're in the game. And they're actually gonna go and attack. And then we're gonna pick them off because these man are shit. It's a great little back heel. Gyökeres goes and gets it. Hincapié, can he find Eze? He can. Eze can't quite find Saka. Mosquera's there. Unlucky. Maybe the quad. Hey, just bring me a calm double, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll settle for a double. Do you know what I'm saying? Let Arteta get the first Prem and Champs double. Do you know what I mean? And then let's just build that statue, and then we're good. Do you know what I mean? Imagine, blood. A Prem and UCL double, blood. Like, man, bro, you mad, bro? Nah, I'm not just happy with the Prem. I'm not just happy with the Prem. I'm not just happy with that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I need more, bro. Because we've got City in the Carabao, and we always win at Wembley. We've got a great record at Wembley. Even in our banter era, we used to win at Wembley. Arsenal are like borderline Oleing right now, but I don't want Ole's, bro. I want a fourth goal, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I want man to be ruthless, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Eric Wright, Easy E. I want ruthless. You know, like that. Mascara, a bit of a wayward pass. Richarlison could be in. He's going to look for a shot. Rice is going to clean up. Oh, ref. It's good refereeing. It's a good little cheeky foul from Papsar. I forgot Papsar was on the pitch. Yeah, Carabao too. This is what I'm saying, bro. You need this as a YouTube short, bro. You just want to see me get clipped up and cooked, blood. UCL is asking too much, in my opinion. Nah, bro. I don't think it is, bro. We're better in Europe than we are in the Prem. We're better in Europe than we are in the Prem because people are more open. If we get a good run, if we go and play 90 minutes in a semi-final, everyone's going to do what Spurs have just done, bro. They're going to open up and try and play, and then we can pick teams off. Martinelli's on last 15 minutes. Martinelli and Ødegaard coming on. Trossard and Eze off. Really good game for Eze. Really good game for Eze. This is the thing with being an attacker, bro. Eze was quiet for a lot of the game. But if you just go and get a couple goals, bro, you can like, do you know what I'm saying? Richardson. I'm assuming you mean Richarlison, blood. Man said he's been in England so long, his name's Richardson now, blood. It wasn't a great performance from Eze, if we're being honest, but he's gone and got himself 2 goals against Spurs. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. 80% of Spurs fans look like Josh Kelly, blood. I know Twitter is mad as fuck right now, bro. Just wait, blood. There's someone's throwing a little flare on the pitch. Drafts are being deleted, as Rance says. Bro, it's probably Rance's drafts, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Rance is already cooking up narratives in case Arsenal win the league, bro. He's cooking up like, but you won the league because, bro, go back and look at when United used to win the league in the 80s and the 90s against fucking plumbers and that, bro. But man don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. When Arsenal was building their stadium and when Chelsea was having problems with their ownership, United were picking up trophies, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? No one, only when it comes to Arsenal, man want to put asterisks and terms and conditions apply to any trophies that we win, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? But when it's Man United, it's just the class of 92 and all this, whatever it was, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are supporting the city they've never been to in that, blood. What's going on? It's a clash between Dragusin and Gyökeres. I didn't think it was a foul, but the ref's giving it Dragusin's way. Oh, Paulinho, sorry. Paulinho's look kind of dead, bro. Why is he's playing centre back, innit? I guess it makes sense because you got Basuma, Papsar, Paulinho. Paulinho's got the body dimensions to go and sit in centre back, I guess. That's what's jarring about being a tall footballer, blood. Any centre back gets injured, that's you now, blood. I would have liked to see Norgard. We got you, man, next week. Yeah, we got you next week, bro. It's all good. We beat you lot twice already this season. You man have played us 3 times and not beat us once. So yeah, it's calm still. Man, like LinkedIn Liam and that, blood. Your team's too shit for us to bang Judge, bro. Bang Judge on your team, but your team's shit, bro. Man said bang Judge, bro. You got a couple players that I would take in our squad. The rest of it's shit, bro. We're actually just better than you, like not even on the banter thing, like we just are, like. Who's your centre back's going to be? Because Fofana got a red card, didn't it? So we saying we're going to play against Badiashile and I don't even know, bro. You man probably going to sign some other random black cute between now and next week. Tosin. Is it going to be Tosin and Badiashile? Yeah, toxin blood. Yeah, that's it, bro. Toxic Tosin blood. Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's cool. Bring that man, bro. Where is it? At your ground? Yeah, man. Let's do that, man. Tosin and Badiashile against Arsenal, you know. Yeah. In 2026. Yeah. Is Reece James injured as well? Or would Reece James play? Is it going to be Gusto? There is Gusto, Badiashile, and fucking. Oh, the Emirates. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Do you want to play or do you want to skip it? Should we sim it? If you want, if we agree 3-1, we can just sim the game. Do you want to sim it? I reckon if you had an option to sim it and just take a 2-1, I think you would take a 2-1 loss. I reckon you would take that still. You just sim that game. Ball over the top. Gyökeres chasing. Again, good work from Gyökeres. Really good work from Gyökeres against Dragusin. Gets us a bit of territory. Gyökeres, this has been a good performance, bro. Like in the past, man's put in good performances, but it's like ironic, innit? It's like funny good. Like look at you, like you scored a goal, like it's funny. Like now, this ain't even like an ironic good performance. This is like an actual good performance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man came to Spurs' ground. Look, they're leaving. The Spurs fans are leaving, bro. 80 minutes in. To do is to dare, lads. To do is to dare. Are you doing and are you daring? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is it that you're doing and daring? Like, I don't know. Hincapie and Richarlison seem to have some type of energy already. To do is to dare, bro. Them man over there, bro. Like I say, bro, their whole fan base just looks like Josh Kelly's and that, blood. Just Josh Kelly in a flat cap. That's Spurs' fan base, bro. Mateus Tell coming on. Paulinia's coming off. It's not been a great day at the office for Paulinia. Man left Bayern Munich for this, you know. Man left big Bayern Munich for this. I want a fourth goal though, boys. I want a fourth goal because for me, if we're trying to kind of outdo a lot of the bullshit from recent games, it needs to be a fourth. Do you know what I mean? I don't want them to score some deflected goal and then we scrape a 3-2. Like I don't want that. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got to be killers, and for us to compete on four fronts, we've got to. You know what I'm saying? Is Jed Spence coming off, or is he just switching with my man? Okay, Tell looks like he's going maybe left wing back, Spence right wing back. Wasn't Tell wasn't Tell at Bayern as well? Yeah, man. You getting a draw next week, yeah? All right. 3-1 away at Tottenham is already a statement. I disagree, bro. This Tottenham team shit, bro. This Tottenham team shit. And what man need to know is that like a boxer who can carry his power into the 12th round. That's awesome. That's what I want to see Arsenal be. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see Arsenal be. Because you know is, I don't want us to ever look comfortable. We've looked comfortable since we got that third goal. It's looked comfortable. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to look comfortable. Spence on his right foot. Oh, just off the line from David Raya. This is what I'm saying. See it there? See that right there? You see that right there? What I just tell you. That's why 3-1 ain't the statement victory. We need to keep attacking. Look at that, bro. Just off the line. Because if they go and score now, they're gonna go ham to try and get that winner. It's a huge save. Huge save. World-class goalkeeping from David Raya. That's class. Nick was right still. He wanted 4. Bro, look now, bro. Look if they score from this now. They go and score a scrappy goal. Do you know what I'm saying? They go and score a scrappy goal, or we give away a sloppy penalty, or they're just trying to rattle us. Then we know as Arsenal fans that we are susceptible to being rattled in this situation right here. If it's 4, they can't come back. There's 6 minutes left of game time. There is a world where they could come back. If it's 4, they cannot come back. I want to win games to a point where they can't come back. The game's over. When we slap Leeds 4-0, the game's over. Do you know what I'm saying? When we slap Bayern 4-1, the game's over. It's done. Do you know what I'm saying? Teams are having too much hope against us for too late into the game. Corner's going to come in here. To the back post. It's not a great corner. It's gone all the way out for a goal kick. But do you understand what I'm saying? When we saw Liverpool at their best, when we saw City at their best, they were winning games. The reason that their players weren't having exhaustion like ours are is because the games were over after 60, 70 minutes. When they were at their best, games are done by 60 minutes. 60, 70 minutes, games are done, bro. You're slapped 4-0, done. It's odd. Remember when they 7-0'd United? Do you know what I'm saying? The game's done, bro. Man are olaying and laughing and like they can make substitutions. And, like, we still got Saka on the pitch. We still got Gabriel and Saliba on the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? They had to leave. Of course, that's what I'm saying. I agree. Our attack is not as lethal as theirs, but right now we're in a position where we could score four. Do you know what I mean? You're right. Our attack's not what theirs was, but they have a broken down, mentally rattled team. We should be going and scoring four. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no reason why we can't go and score four. Not all games we can score four. I get that. We scored our third goal in 61 minutes. That was over 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes. They've offered nothing for 20 minutes. Why should we not have scored another goal? We brought on Martinelli and Erdegaard. It's been 20 minutes. Bro, you seen the table? What you're talking like something's happened in the table, bro. What about the table? What about the table, bro? We're 5 points ahead. Tottenham 5 points off relegation. Bro. Man, I don't care about Tottenham, blood. Let these men get relegated, bro. If we win the league and they get relegated, it's long, bro. I'll never talk to a Tottenham fan ever again, blood. Them man will probably still keep my gal on the podcast. You know, like that from the Championship. X are gonna do match day vlogs against Millwall and Middlesbrough and them, man, blood. Oh, it's peak, bro. It's a foul from Hincapié on Spence. I don't mind it. Then when you guys, you'll win this game and lose the next. We're playing Chelsea at Emirates next week. We're playing Chelsea at the Emirates next week. Ref's given a foul. Saka's waving for a bit of treatment here. Richarlison's standing over Saka, and I feel like he's going to do something stupid. I'm calling it now. I feel like he's going to do something stupid. Is Zubimendi caught in possession again? And Saka does bring down Xavi Simons. I think he gets contact on the ball first, but he's coming from the wrong side. And he just gets caught in the exchange as he's going down. Yeah, bring on Madueke, bro. Yeah, see, Samson, this is what I'm saying, bro. Arsenal, bro, we've played them 3 times this season. They didn't beat us once. So them man should get slapped. And they got no Fofana. We were just talking about this, Samson, if you're still in the chat. They're going to have to play with Tosin and Badiashile as their centre-backs. Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, just get Madueke on, bro. Just get Madueke on. If you man have a run, if you guys have a run, Burnley, Everton, Fulham, I'm more confident you'll drop points. If you guys have a run of Burnley, Everton, and Fulham, our next few games are in the league. We've got Chelsea at home, Brighton away, Mansfield away in the FA Cup, Everton at home. Then we've got Man City in the EFL Cup. And then that's it for March. So March could be massive in the title race. March could be massive. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 league games in March. Meanwhile, the next 5 league games, because we've got a game in hand, we'll do 5 league games. Man City have got Leeds away, Nottingham Forest at home. Then they're away to Newcastle again in the FA Cup. Then they play at West Ham, and then they play home to Crystal Palace. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they've got Chelsea at Chelsea's ground. That's their 5th. Chelsea at Chelsea's ground for Man City will be their 5th game. So after that, we'll be level on games, and we'll see where we are on points. And that we would have also played them in the cup final. So let's see. I mean, that whole month is just going to be pivotal. Xavi Simons with the free kick. He's going to go direct, is he? No, he's not. He's going to try put it to the back post. It's cleared away from Saliba. 7 minutes of added time. We've got 1 minute of that is already gone. These players are playing for their careers, blood. Big man thing, because getting relegated is an L. And the worst thing is this team's so shit, yeah. Bro, imagine Xavi Simons was batting it up in the Champions League, yeah. Now he could get relegated from the Prem, bro, into the Championship. I think Martinelli's offside, but he should go and attack anyway. They're giving Gyökeres player of the match. Fair. Fair enough. Do you think he should skip the World Cup? Probably. I think he probably should. Wrexham versus Spurs next season going to be cold, yeah, bro. X is going to go meet Ryan Reynolds and them, man, and do a match day vlog and that, bro. Love that from Declan Rice. Love that from Declan Rice. Good battle between Rice and Spence. Spence is very strong. Wrexham 6th, they could low-key make Prem. Yeah, that's true, bro. Wrexham fans are sitting there like, don't compare us to Spurs. Great feet from Spence. He doesn't manage to retain the ball, but that was good feet. Gyökeres, could he be in again? Archie Gray's on him. Could he get the shot? He does. Oh, it's 4. There we go. We wanted the 4th. We wanted the 4th. We wanted the 4th, blood. We wanted the 4th, blood. We wanted the 4th, blood. And not only do we get the 4th, yeah, but that's a great assist from Ødegaard, bro. A lovely little assist. He just buys his time, plays the ball at the right time. That is an assist from Ødegaard and an assist from Eze for Gyökeres goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? 4-1. 4-1. And realistically, 4-1, if we're being honest, is very, very flattering to Tottenham, bro. It should be 4-0. I'm actually annoyed that it's not 4-0. I'll be honest with you. It should be 4-0. How many shots have these men even had? Nah, AT, don't go nowhere, bro. We're here, bro. We're chilling, man. We're having a good time. 5 shots. They've had 5 shots, 4 on target, and one of them is the goal that we gave them. It's a really tasty finish as well. And again, Gyökeres, this is something he couldn't do earlier on in the season. Hold up a defender or top centre back, but he's holding off the defender and getting the goal. What's man talking about? Every time you do a watch along, my hate watch fails, bro. You don't want to be here if we win the league. You don't want to be here if we win in the league, bro. bro. If we win the league, or if we were to win the Champions League or something, oh my days, bro. I'll turn my camera to my bed, breed my girl, and tell you, man, on live that I've just put baby Arteta inside her blood. I swear down, bro. I'm not even joking. And I'll be honest with you. Now I want five. I'm how greedy. I want five now, man. Then I want five. 8 goals in the last 12 appearances for Gyökeres, by the way. He's finding form. He's finding it. There's a fire drill at the stadium because everybody's leaving. I ain't gonna do a match reaction. I'm too tired from all the streaming this weekend, bro. I got bare other shit I need to do. I got to prepare for the week ahead. I got to go shop and meal prep. I don't know if I should make chicken and rice or if I should make some spag bowl for a little meal prep thing. Martinelli goes and presses Archie Gray. Martinelli, still Martinelli. He held it up as long as he could with 2 players on him, to be fair. Martinelli and Hincapié. Martinelli again. Hey, it could be 5, you know. It could be 5. Losing at home 4-1. And can I just say, by the way, for anyone that was interested, all 4 goals, Mac, were from open play. All 4 goals from open play. For anyone who's interested. Is that Tell or Pap Sarr that just got a little shot away? David Ryan telling the ref it's time. Blow the whistle, ref, it's time. End the stream. We go long to Gyökeres. Imagine. Open play goals against the relegation side, though. I hear that, but you know what it is, yeah? This is a North London derby, blood, so man don't care. You know what I'm saying? The full-time whistle's gone. It don't make a difference, bro. It's North London derby, bro. I don't care if they score 10 own goals, blood. Man don't care, bro. This is a derby. You know what I'm saying? This is a derby. Man said open play goals against the relegation side. You man lost to Grimsby on penalties. Have some self-respect. Have some self-awareness. Do you know what I'm saying? Look in the mirror. Know yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? You man lost to Grimsby on penalties. So let's not do that. Do you know what I mean? Didn't you man drop points to West Ham? Ain't they relegation candidates, blood? Do you know what I'm saying? West Ham's in the relegation zone. You man drew to them. So let's not do that. You man drew to West Ham. Andrew, I'm looking at your results now. You drew to West Ham, Leeds, Burnley, and Wolves. How dare you? How dare you? You drew with all those teams. You drew with West Ham, Wolves, Leeds, and Burnley. Have some self-respect. Have some self-respect. These men had banners just to get slapped 4-1. Bro, they were always getting slapped 4-1. Like, I'm seeing pictures of Archie Gray looking sad. I don't know why you were sad. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like a homeless man going to chat to Maya Jama and then getting upset when she rejects them. You were never drawing that number. You were never getting a number. So what are you upset about? You started with nothing and you left with nothing. What are you upset about? Do you know what I'm saying? If your standards are the same as ours, join us in the top 4 race. Shane was telling me yesterday that if we lose today and you lot win, you're in the title race. So what are we talking about? Why are your standards? You're Man United. You're big Man United. You lot, whenever there's any conversation about football, you lot walk over with arrogance and say, well, as a Manchester United fan, let me give you my input. Like anyone fucking asked you anything. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in real life. So you lot should have higher standards than us. Why haven't you got higher standards? That's what Shane said. Shane said, and look, bro, on my mum's life, After these man won their first 2 or 3 games, they started saying, "Yeah, if this continues, we're in the title race." That's what they said. But this ain't even about Man United. Man just. Do you know what I'm saying? Sleeping pill football. That's cap. That's actually cap. Do you know what I'm saying? That is cap, bro. Don't try that, bro. Do you know what I mean? 4 open play goal, but it's cool because we're gonna see you. Do you know what I'm saying? Now watch the pod. He said it exactly, exactly. So, and we're gonna see you, man, next week at the Emirates with Tosin and Badia Chile and Gusto and Cucurella. We're gonna see you, man. It's not factually incorrect though. He merely mentioned the possibility. So why are you talking about standards then? Well, I don't understand. If you man are not far from the title race. If that's a factual possibility, then make up your mind, innit? Is it one way or is it the other way? Is it one way or is it the other way? Cucurella injured, Esteval gone as well, Fafana, Reese. What do you mean? Oh, what? All of them are injured. Is Esteval injured? Yeah. You said you're getting a draw though. You said you're getting a draw against us. Do you know what I'm saying? You said you're getting a draw against us. I'll give you man 20 mil for Esteval. Should we do that? I'll give you man 20 mil for Esteval. Are you on that? We'll give you 20 mil for Esteval. Esteval starts for you, man. Yeah, so I'll give you 20 mil for him. I'll give you 20 mil for him, bro. I'm not gonna lie, big man thing. I've seen him have more bad games than good games, though. I've seen him have about three or four like cold games. I've seen him have 3 or 4 cold games. Then the rest is like, yeah, I guess, like, yeah, I guess. But this is what I told you, man, bro. I wanted 4. I wanted 4. That's what I wanted. Do you know what I mean? I wanted 4 and I got 4, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want 4 like. No, I did. I think at the beginning of the game I said I want 4-0. That's a statement to me. Yes, they're in the relegation zone, but man are gonna move all types of goalposts. It don't matter. It's a derby. Do you know what I'm saying? Man United were doing shit and then they beat Man City. So it's a derby. Anything can happen in a derby. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? This is why Chelsea doesn't go anywhere. Esteval prop is no different than Endrick prop last year. Endrick's better than Esteval, though. Endrick's better than Esteval. Endrick went to Real Madrid where he's got real pressure on, where he had real pressure on his shoulders at 16. 16 years old, he's playing in Real Madrid, bro. We ain't seen that since Martin Odegaard. How old's Esteval? 21? How old is Esteval? 21? Or he's 18 still. At 18, Esteval's in a team where getting top 4 is dope. Like getting top 4 is fire for them. I thought it was 21. I didn't realize 18. That changes things though, to be fair. If it's 18, that's cold. He's actually cold for an 18-year-old. But he's cold for an 18-year-old. He don't start for us. At 18, he's not looking to try and battle to win titles and have that type of number on his head, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? He ain't meeting the plug at 18. He ain't meeting the plug at 18, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not going to Morocco and bringing packs overseas, bro. Not at 18. Do you know what I mean? He's got like 5 runners on the block. Do you know what I mean? He's cold. Like, he's got 5 runners on the block. I mean, he's cold for 18, but he ain't meeting them, man, in Morocco. Do you know what I'm saying? He ain't meeting Ash in Morocco. So that's what it is. Tottenham are 4 points off relegation. Come on, West Ham. We need West Ham and Nottingham Forest. They're so lucky. You know what? Liverpool's goal earlier. If bro, Nottingham Forest could have been on 1 point behind them as well. What's Tottenham's games? Let me check Tottenham's games because I'm going to look at Tottenham and West Ham's fixtures as well. Oh, West Ham are fucked. They've got Liverpool, then Fulham, then City, Aston Villa. Nah, West Ham are fucked. West Ham are actually fucked. Tottenham have got Fulham, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Listen, if man like Henry VIII can't turn this around, yeah, Yeah, they got, do you know what it is? Yeah, they got a lot of similar opponents, and they got to play each other, and they got to play each other. Mm. If Tottenham's going to get relegated, we're doing watch-alongs, man. Them we're doing watch-alongs. Yeah, who's here for the watch-alongs if Tottenham get relegated, bro? Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna wrap this up. It's nearly 3 hours that I've been streaming now. Obviously, I streamed a lot over the weekend as well, so man's tired. Man, them peace and love every time. Thank you for locking in. Thank you for bringing the good vibes. It's 4-1. I was terrified before this game. I was terrified because after the Wolves game, it's like, bro, what we did today, that we did, there's a full match reaction, AT. Don't worry, I'm gonna wrap it up. But what we did today, that's different to what we did against Wolves, is the game was when the game was getting comfortable, we allowed the game to become comfortable. Do you know what I mean? We kind of played to the standards of the game instead of setting the standard. Whereas today, there was moments where it's like the game, Arsenal were looking a bit comfortable. They could kind of, they're letting their standards slip a little bit, but we didn't allow that to happen. Do you know what I mean? We really took the game and made it happen the way that we wanted it to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was fire to me. But yeah, man, them. Only Facts. We're doing a new thing. We've got the Only Facts Sports podcast coming out. That's the typical podcast. Then we do a whole separate hour on football. So keep locked for like a full football podcast, as well as a full kind of boxing and general sports podcast. That's what we're going to do. Test it out, see what you think. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. We're going to be back on the weekend for Navarrete versus Sugar Nunes. And we've got a bunch more boxing and stuff like that coming up as well. And obviously all the football as well. You've got to chat to Shane, because we've got Man United fans in the chat, chatting confident, moving like they're doing things, top four and celebrating all these kind of things. But man don't want to do watch-alongs for their games. So, do you know what I mean? You've got to chat to Shane, Lex, and all these other man. Do you know what I mean? We've got to chat to these man. But Ricky messaged me as well, saying that there were 6-1, that there were 6 players that he thought were unbelievable. Raya, Mosquera, Gabriel, Saliba, Eze, and Gyökeres. And I'm going to message him back and say, Eze has to come out of that list. Eze's got to come out of that list. That wasn't a great performance from Eze. It was great moments. I would say Gyökeres had a good performance. Across the 90 minutes, he was good. Do you know what I'm saying? Raya, across the 90 minutes, he was good. Eze was good in bits. Do you know what I mean? He got his goals, but let's not pretend that was a good performance, because if we're going to go forward in these last 10 games and win things, we've got to be objective with what we're looking at. We've got to be honest with what we're looking at. Do you understand? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I'll see you, man, in the week. Peace and love every time. You already know what it is. Let's wrap this league up, man. Give me a little treble, man. I want to take a little treble.